Hey guys, Josh from TradesFlow AI. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. This is going to be the fourth episode of the ads that we launched 3 days ago using the dynamic 322 method by basically like leveraging Facebook's AI to just test you guys like 12 combinations of ads. And that's basically the golden ratio of exactly how you need to run these Facebook ads in the first place, right? Another thing and another topic I touched on last time was that we were scaling our ads from all the 108 combinations that we've done across 9 ad sets. Overall, we found a winning ad set out of all that 108. So 1 out of 108, and we scaled it horizontally last time. And according to my theory, because of the numbers that we were seeing and the results we were seeing, the ads were going to consistently generate us results. And, today we've been able to get, a total of 6. So moving from 4 to 6, 2 in a single day, just from a single ad set alone, right? Very, very amazing. And we're getting cost per leads. Yes, it is 16. It's amazing, especially in the kitchen renovation or the renovation space in itself. Now that we got a winning ad, now it's generating consistent results, we can start focusing on more like high risk scaling methods, right? And advanced scaling methods, well, what do you mean? Well, last time I did touch base on horizontal scaling and vertical scaling, right? This campaign itself, we did a horizontal scale to it and we didn't like screw up the settings at all for it. So Facebook still had all the learning phases and learning algorithms inside this ad set alone. However, there's also another scaling method which we touched briefly on, which was vertical scaling. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. Now, I totally know you might be asking, right? Like, Josh, I thought you said vertical scaling last time. It's going to reset the entire ICP. It's just not good for Facebook. It's less races, less everything. Yeah, it is going to reset the ICP. And because it's going to reset the ICP, we are intentionally doing it today. Yeah, because today's goal is to actually get Facebook to effectively find us a new audience that could potentially do better than our current audience. I'm going to pull up my Miro board and show you exactly what I mean. And yeah, we touched briefly on the Facebook default ICP and also just how the ads bidding structure works right over here. And today, I'm going to show you something else that I don't think many people talk about, which is like, so let me just show you guys like what I mean in drawing form, right? So basically, Facebook has a general ICP. And when you tell Facebook to show your like ads to people in your ICP, right, like kitchen, for example, it's going to like use AI to show it to like people that have followed, kitchen renovation companies to watch reels like posts, search actively for it, etc., etc. And again, this process is called something called Advantage Plus, right? Based on that, every area has a different ICP, right? So if I use the same settings here, let's say XYZ settings, right? It's going to get me like, let's say, for example, a $15 cost per result. However, if I did the exact same settings over at this area, it does not equal to $15 cost per results. And this can vary because of culture, season, population, and just economical factors, right? So that's why we can't just rely on Facebook's ADV Plus to hope that it's going to give us like the same results as what we got here, right? In this video, we're going to be basically intentionally disabling ADV Plus. We're going to do something called detailed plus targeting, right? And this can vary area to area. What I've figured is that some areas really like the AI of Advantage Plus, whereas others like this setting way more. So the difference between these two, this is broad and this is narrow. Effectively, you're telling Facebook, hey, in Advantage Plus, try to target, like this is my suggested interest that you want to target. Not specifically, you got to target it, but this is just my suggestion. And I mean, you can target it either way. Whereas in Detail Plus, you're basically telling Facebook, hey, just target this area from the very beginning. I don't care what you do. And if for example, like someone else maybe pops up in another interest, yeah, you can still promote it to them, but just try to remain in the niche specifically, right? And there is no right or wrong answer between these two. Some accounts like Advantage Plus more, some accounts like Detail Plus more, right? So in today's test, we're going to do a vertical scaling method to literally reset the ICP that we discussed last time and, potentially find a better audience, better target audience for Facebook to target, right? So the way we do it is if we go back to our winning campaign, we want to duplicate it, right? And once we duplicate it, we want to go to the ad set level and just put an A at the very beginning, right? Because, that just shows you the variations of what exactly we're doing. Once you're here, you will see Advantage Plus audience on the top corner. Over here, you want to click on switch to original audience. Now, this is going to say it may improve performance and all that. Ditch it, just run and use original audience. Now that we're on original audience, Advantage detailed targeting, as you guys can see over here, that's on now, and it's going to replicate exactly what I just described over here, and potentially get better results, right? There is no wrong or right answer. You just got to test as much as possible and not like, stop testing and hope it, put an ad up and hope it works forever, right? But yeah, we're going to let this one run. I'm just going to click publish. And there is our vertical scaling method just done. It's going to start processing now and it's going to say inactive. And we can then basically like start comparing results. And if Detail Plus is doing better, then we switch to Advantage Plus one off the original campaign off and leave Detail Plus on and start scaling that one. Eventually, we want to be evolving the ads as much as possible, right? Not just like sticking with one. At the end of the day, though, ad fatigue is still going to catch up. So you still got to be constantly testing the ads and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and just continuously evolve your ads. I really hope this video helped. And if it did, feel free to drop us a comment. Feel free to drop us a like. And if you're a business that wants us to like run your campaigns, manage your campaigns, and install all of our AI systems into your business to make it generate consistent and pre-qualified exclusive appointments, then feel free to book a call with us in the bottom link below. There's no obligations, obviously. Otherwise, feel free to ingest the free value. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.